Hi there, I'm P. Michael Bratch, and welcome to This Week Live. Recently, we received a most unusual invitation from our friends south of the border at The Daily Show. Canadians were thrilled and surprised to receive this invitation. Thrilled because we love visiting the U.S., and especially if it's for conquest. And frankly, we're just tickled pink that Americans even know that we exist. So on behalf of the team here at This Week Live, I'm honored, spelled with a U, to accept this invitation, and that is the subject of tonight's show. Let me start by saying that some Canadians have proposed building a wall between Canada and the U.S. However, Mexico is not going to pay for ours either. And due to the unfavorable exchange rate and the incredible shrinking Canadian dollar, we could only afford to build it about this high. So this is a much better solution. And as we will be invading you shortly, there are a few things you should know about Canada. So how about a little Canada 101? First, let's address the frozen elephant in the room, our weather. There are two seasons in Canada, winter and July. We're the second largest country in the world, but the majority of us lived cramped along the southern border for a very simple reason. We're huddled together for warmth. And because of our winter, every Canadian knows how to ice skate. It's said that Canadian babies are born wearing skates, which incidentally is very uncomfortable for the mother. And when a baby's born in Vancouver, you can hear it all the way to Saskatoon. But hey, it's all part of being a Canadian. There are three official languages in Canada: English, French, and apologizing. I'm fluent in all three. Yes, oui, and sorry. Trust me, you'll get used to it. And contrary to popular belief, our national sport is not hockey or lacrosse. It's making love in a canoe, a summer rite of passage, combining balance, paddling, and the subtle scent of mosquito repellent. And by the way, that joke comes to us courtesy of one of Canada's most famous intellectuals, Pierre Berton. And it's a good one. Yes? Oui? No? Oh, sorry. Désolé. Our Canadian national dish is, of course, poutine. French fries smothered with cheese and then smothered again with gravy. You're going to love it. You're also going to love our healthcare system, free for every citizen. And believe me, when eating French fries smothered in cheese and then smothered again in gravy, you're going to want a good hospital nearby. We are proud of our national law enforcement, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. They are unquestionably one of the world's finest state-of-the-art police forces. Here's a recent video showing them in action. You might be familiar with their famous RCMP musical ride, where they perform an intricately choreographed routine on horseback while stuck to their saddles with maple syrup. However, recently we've been protected with a new Canadian fighting force, born and bred in Toronto. That's right. The Paw Patrol. The Paw Patrol. Rubble, Chase, Rocky, Sky, Everest, and Zoom strap on their pup packs to keep Canadians adorably safe. And as long as they're animated, live in Adventure Bay, and are under 4 years old. We don't have a president, and some would say you don't either. Instead, we have a prime minister. So while Agent Orange is occupying the White House, 24 Sussex is home to our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Here he is, preparing to address the country on the state of his handsomeness. Although both leaders have some similarities, neither one of them seem to be able to figure out what color they want to be. However, if we're going to invade, we have a few conditions. Number one, you have to be able to tell the difference between Ryan Reynolds and fellow Canadian Ryan Gosling. And then please tell us how you did it. Number two, you have to cut us some slack on the Canadian military. We don't have your bloated, oversized defense budget. So our invading army will consist of a couple of guys in Roots jackets, riding Zambonis, accompanied by 11 highly trained attack beavers. And because we'll be spending most of the summer at the cottage, we're only available to invade Monday through Thursday from 8 to 6. We're really sorry. And three, you must agree to accept Justin as your Prime Minister. Not Justin Trudeau, of course. We still need him here. I'm talking about Prime Minister Justin Bieber. Minister of Bad Taste and Political Incorrectness? May we suggest Don Cherry? Hockey superstar PK Subban would of course be Minister of the Defenseman, and Drake would be Minister of the Tootsie Slide. Speaking of music, we have a solution for one of your musical favorites, Lady Antebellum, who recently changed their name to Lady A and are now being sued by another performer who goes by Lady A. So may we instead suggest Lady A. But perhaps the most important condition to this proposed invasion, you have to start drinking your milk out of bags. This is a non-negotiable. Please give it some thought. We'd love to welcome you as part of the United States of Canada.